and gentlemen, there's a huge rumor going around with WWE 2K26, and this is a big deal because if this is certainly true, this will change WWE 2K forever because they finally might leave last generation consoles, and I've been hoping for this for a long time, and we're finally getting word that this might be gone. Now, this was done by the Entertainment Software Rating Board, and they are the ones who rate the games. And by the way, WWE 2K26, it seems according to this, it was rated T for teen. People are super excited about this or making a big deal about it going T for teen. It's been T for teen since I was a damn kid, bro. I mean, this is what it is. You know, maybe there's a different description because there is some things in the description that indeed confirms things that 2K have been dropping through teasers but haven't been confirmed by 2K just yet. That's in there, such as thumbtacks and things like that. You see that in here, and they talk about the blood and the language. So this is normal stuff for the exception of the description kind of telling us, hey, thumbtacks are actually going to be in here aside from the teaser that we already seen. So you guys see this screenshot, you guys see what it says. It's nothing too crazy. It talks about some poor language such as those that you see on the screen. So that's one thing to go on ahead and keep in mind. Now, the positives about this game going current gen only are huge. Now, we are going to see if this is what was truly holding the franchise back. Now, I don't think that this year we are going to see the most amazing changes because this is the first year of them transitioning into next gen only, trying to do things with one console only. So I think that over the next year or two, we're probably going to see the big substantial changes. Nonetheless, though, we've heard a lot of things, you know, through these teasers that does give us a reason to be excited with this game. I'm genuinely really excited, you know, and they haven't really shown us much, but we are going to get into that because tomorrow, 30th, whenever you're watching this video, is going to be a huge day for WWE 2K26 because we are potentially going to get a trailer, we're going to get release dates, we're going to get a whole lot of stuff. But right now, we can only talk about this current gen rumor that is going around because there is no PS4 or Xbox One in talks when it talks about the consoles on this thing, and that's one thing to keep in mind. And honestly, this has been something that a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time. I feel like we are overdue. We've been rocking with the same console since 2K22, 22, 23, 24, 25. I mean, bro, you had a minute to upgrade. Now, I do feel for those that are going to run into the block of not being able to play 26 because I think that 26 is actually going to be a pretty solid game, at least from what we've seen so far. I mean, even the weapons that we're seeing that we haven't seen in a while, that alone gets me excited, and the rumors and the leaks that have been going around do sound really good. It's only time to see how this is going to play out once we actually get our hands on the game. So that's one thing to always keep in mind, man. Last gen is going to miss out on all of this stuff, but one thing as well that has been reported but not confirmed by 2K just yet is that the island will now be going to PC now that last generation consoles are reportedly being dropped. According to some of these rumors, it seems that now PC will get the game with the island, which now you don't have that current generation limitation on PC at this point. You're going to have the island, and I think that's a huge deal as well. Over the last year, we lost community creations, the connection between PC and current generation consoles. Unfortunately, it seems that was because of the island. Now that the island seems to be coming to PC and WWE 2K26, I think that that's actually going to be a bigger deal as well because community creations will probably be attached one more time to the current generation consoles, and I think that people are excited about that as well. You know, hopefully the island does come to PC, but so far I don't see why not, especially if the game, you're only going to have a current generation copy. They would have to literally remove the mode from PC for that. So again, we'll have to see how that works, but I definitely think that we are going to be seeing the island on PC, and hopefully crossplay comes in. I've been waiting for crossplay for a minute now as well. It would make things so much easier to be able to play from my Xbox and play with my guys on PlayStation. Like, that would be the most ideal thing that could happen, but we don't have any confirmation or any talk about crossplay. As much as I do want it, it's definitely time to get that. A lot of the franchises in 2K, they already have that, and we don't have it on the WWE side. So again, just being optimistic here. Maybe I'm asking for a little bit too much. So I am hoping for the best with crossplay as well, especially with the island being such a huge experience, you know, that now we want to go on ahead and experience that with people from other consoles and whatnot, especially when your character is locked to one console. That's just my thing, right? That was my thing with NBA 2K for a long time. I would want to play with my friends on PlayStation, but my guy was maxed out on Xbox, so we were kind of out of luck. So hopefully that's no longer a feeling in 2K26. Now, with current gen being the topic of discussion, if this does go only current gen, I really want to see this game, you know, try to increase the limits from 8 characters to 10 characters all at once in the ring. I want to see more of a, you know, graphical leap. And again, I understand that that may not happen in just 1 year, but over the next couple years, I want to see that as well. It seems like a lot of these games, they've taken that next leap, and we've been kind of stuck with the 22 visuals since then. So I want to see this game take a graphical leap. And that's just something to mention, you know, with this rumor, because again, if it is, I think this is going to be a huge turning point for the franchise. And us going current gen only could also mean a good online experience as well. Servers could be better. Those resources could be put into those servers. Just make the servers and online play just so much more playable and more of an enjoyable experience. The online experience hasn't really been bad this year because there was a lot of updates and things put into it. But even when I play now, which I just played a couple of days ago, it seems like there is from time to time a delay, and that's something that doesn't make the game as enjoyable to play. So I'm hoping that a lot of those resources are pushed through to give us a better online experience, as some of us do enjoy the single player stuff, but a lot of us also enjoy the online experience and that part of having fun with your friends and all that. A lot of these games now in different franchises across, you know, different sports genres, it seems like they've nailed down the online aspect, and WWE is definitely getting there, because this year in 25 was a noticeable improvement over the last couple of years, but I want to see it go even higher, make it smoother, make it better. So that's one thing that I do have high hopes at when we're talking about current gen and what could possibly happen if we do get this game on there. And another thing as well is, over the last couple years, we've been seeing patches kind of ruin the momentum of the game. So I'm hoping that it being focused on one console will make this better as well, in my opinion, because that's one thing that it has struggled at least there's one bad patch, you know, every year where something breaks or people's creations get removed, things like that. So I really hope that we do see changes, and just noticeable ones, when it comes down to post-release support on this game and making things better. Last year in 25 and 24, those two games are great examples of just good post-release support in terms of adding details and things that we didn't have to the base version of the game. But we definitely need to make it a priority to make sure that these patches don't come out and ruin something that is already doing pretty well for itself in the game. Nonetheless, guys, I think that this is going to be a good thing if it does indeed happen. We are talking about, you know, the creation suite as well. We heard already that it was reported that there was 200 call slots instead of 100. That's when I really started to think maybe there is going to be something with current generation consoles only, because you don't just increase that by 2 times what it was and not make a big change. So that's one thing as well I think creators should be excited about, and hopefully that logo limit goes up from 1,000 to 10,000, right? Because that's another thing as well. You can't have 200 call slots and you can't expand that and not expand the logos, because that's one thing as well that people can often struggle with, especially with downloading so many calls. So I think that we are going to be in for a treat, you know, with 26, and we haven't seen anything just yet. But that's one thing as well, that if you are watching this video before the pre-orders go live, I think we're going to get a whole lot of gameplay information, maybe a gameplay trailer, maybe some sort of teaser. I highly doubt that pre-orders go live on 2K26 and we don't have anything to that, or to just even want to base an opinion off of to pre-order the game. I just highly doubt that. Even though some people think that could happen, I just don't think it can. I think that there's a lot of positive to go around with this game at the moment. It's all a matter about how will it play once we get to the nitty gritty and we actually get our hands on a controller and play this game. But I am literally, you know, counting the days till we know when this game is going to drop, because I then will be counting the days till the release date. Super excited for 26, y'all. It happens to me every year. I know, call me gullible, whatever you want. But reality is I play 25 a ton. I'm looking forward to playing 26 a ton as well. If a lot of these things that they're talking about come into fruition in the game and are executed to the best of their ability. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned. I am giving away a couple of copies of WWE 2K26. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Big announcement coming soon. Just make sure y'all stay tuned for that as well. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.